Hmm. I think Darwinism is more important than sexuality. That's the best sense I can possibly give, because unfortunately you have to remember, overall, like you can say sexuality is a spectrum only because of outside forces. And like I know I read a few articles about this a long time ago, like the porn industry, like OnlyFans, and all the other old porn websites, or even like hentai and everything else. What they've done is they given a lot of like men and some women, actually men and women, because I think the study, I need to go look I was gonna look up some of these studies prior, but as far as they have such easy access to endorphins, and because they've become over time, you get a little bit more numb to the normal stuff, so you got to step it up a notch, so eventually you start going more to the fray of things. So I would say if you want to keep with pure sexuality, yeah, sure, yeah, I guess it is, whatever, because everyone has different mindsets overall. But from a Darwinism standpoint, which is what I think is the most important thing as far as making sure we don't all die off, no, it's not. You only got two options. Actually, sorry, you have three. You have the option of reproducing to continue the species, not reproducing at all, or reproducing with your same. That from a Darwinist, that's literally it. Like
reproducing with your what? What's the last?
No. Only one's reproduction based, which is men, women. That's it. Unless
for the last option.
And just reproducing with your same. So like same sex. That's it. To keep everything super simple. I don't like complicating things. We can expand upon things if need be, but keeping it super simple for everyone overall is the best. Because in my head, the way I think about it is like I have to be able to explain this to a random person in like a minute. I can't explain the world to them. So I choose that. If that makes sense. What is your take, good sir?
My take is very, very simple. You know, I think there's one end of the spectrum.
Hey, could you make your way in there, Cherry? I guess.
Yeah, it's sorry. I'm gonna fix my name today. I keep forgetting to change it back.
Hit the stream out. Like we're there waiting for you. So just jump on in.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, go ahead, team. I'm sorry.
No problem. On one end of the spectrum is straight, and the other end is gay, and then we have all of the things in between, from bi to pan.
See, and that's the thing.
And then you got the outside of the spectrum, which is asexual, people who are not even sexual.
So that's part of the spectrum also, though.
It makes no sense for it to be part of the spectrum. It's not sexual. So why is it in the sexual spectrum if it's not sexual?
It really depends on what you define as sexual in comparison. Because
I'm just talking about
sorry, my mistake. This is your definition.
I'm talking about what I define things as is like
exactly. Sorry.
Here's a kiddie pool, or not. Let's say here's a pool that people want to swim in, and it's a sexuality pool, so people want to have sex swim in the pool. And then
growth.
I think of asexual people who don't really like to swim, don't really know how to swim, don't really care about swimming. They just kick back and relax, and just enjoy the sun. That don't want to swim. So that's why.
Just so the audience knows, we're waiting for people, so we haven't gotten started yet. We're just talking about random stuff, but we're
just talking about random stuff.
I'm gonna rejoin because apparently I misspelled my own name. I'm dumb. English.
You don't have to rejoin. You don't have to rejoin.
You just change your name now.
Yeah, like hover over your window and then click the three buttons.
Oh, see, this is why they pay you guys the big bucks. All right, so that's good. Let me turn my lights on so my thing can start focusing. Light 1, oops. Light 2, light 3. All right.
And I think there's such a thing as 100% gay, 100% straight.
I don't think anyone's 100% anything. That's one thing. That I don't think is a feasible thing.
I think it's possible. It may not be common. It may not be common, but it is.
I think it's possible. I think it's extremely rare.
And I self-identify.
Look, if you get to a point where like someone can't be 100% straight, then that means that these phrases start stop.
You ready?
Having any actual value.
Do you want me to?
How do you define straight then?
No. Here's the argument I make against the reason why it's not 100%. I can say I'm 100% straight. I say but here's the reason why no one is. Because here's the thing, if you're 100%, like 100% Superman straight guy, you won't be able to properly assess competition.
That's not.
That is not what straight is, bro.
Yes, it is.
And that's exactly why I was asking you how you define that. Because it sounds like what you're saying is that a straight person shouldn't be able to look at another person of the same sex and be able to see that this person is what we would consider to be conventionally attractive. Right?
Seems like your mic has to warm up because I can barely hear you now. You're at 100%. I don't know what you guys do.
Me, Fanatic?
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, okay. My mic wasn't close enough to me.
Move my close.
But what you're basically saying is that yes, and that straight men can't look at someone of the same sex and be able to say this person is what would be considered conventionally attractive, and I just don't think that
even conventional
without being sexually attracted yourself.
Which we can use statistics for that, but when we go to unconventional attractiveness versus what is generally like me, I can't see myself sleeping with a dude. I can't. I make very inappropriate jokes all the time with my gay guy friends because they be saying some crazy stuff all the time. I love it, but like I can't see that. But I can assess appropriately. I'm like, okay, cool. There's a dude over here. My attractiveness versus his attractiveness. Let's go. Who's gonna win? Me versus you. That's the way I think. I think about it in a competition standpoint. Now
that's called being a good judge.
Right, well, but that doesn't mean that you're gay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are.
Not that you're gay. It doesn't, and it also doesn't mean you're not 100% straight.
Exactly. Right? It's very vague in comparison.
So that doesn't mean that you're gay.
So you're agreeing with me then?
So yeah, then it doesn't make any sense to be able to say that straight people couldn't do this.
Well, please answer the question of what's stopping from somebody being 100% straight.
Hold on. All right. I'll do this.
Sorry.
I'll throw my hat in the ring. And guys, we're waiting on our last participant. We might just get started like in a few minutes, right? But just wait around and yeah. So why can't people be 100% straight? I think that there might be someone somewhere who is 100% straight, but it's like it's like the speed of light, right? It's like an object trying to approach the speed of light. Like you can get there like 99%, but like actually getting to the speed of light is impossible according to our current physics.
I feel like that's a good,
I feel like
example.
that everyone has. I feel like everyone has some homoerotic moment throughout their lives, right? It might even just be fleeting, right? Just for a moment. You're like, that person looks real goddamn good, right? And maybe you didn't even realize, right? Maybe it was like a feminine, if you're a guy, a feminine looking man, and you see them and you maybe even mistake them for a woman, and they identify as a man. And you mistake them for a woman, and they're like, oh, that's pretty damn good, right? Oh, you had a homoerotic moment. That's a guy. You're attracted to that guy. It's like not a big deal, right? It's that trapping ourselves in this dichotomy of being gay or straight. That's the problem. Like that's where the friction comes in. But in a society, I didn't really care about that. Where we wouldn't even be asking this question. It's like, well, yeah, you just had a moment where you were attracted to femininity, right? And that femininity, in that case, was wrapped in a male package, and it's like not a big deal. Yeah, so I'll leave it off there.
All right,
so just really quickly, because you still haven't defined it.
Man, and fanatic, just one quick thing.
Wait,
I think with your mic, I think like if you're not directly like directed there, it's always low.
Mine?
So when you pulled it up previously, you were talking directly into it, and it was much better. But the moment you turned away, yeah.
Now it's fixed.
Yeah, it's better now.
All right.
Go ahead,
so
please.
Repeat the question, and I'll try to. I always do this rule of thumb when I'm talking to anybody, and I try to tell them, explain it in 2 sentences. 2 sentences, compress it, and if there's a miscommunication, we can expand upon it. So, what's your question? I'll try to explain it in 2 sentences.
Okay, define straight.
Being I said this is where I say 2 sentences because I have to make it simple, and it's great because it gets to the core. So, being 80% plus attracted to the fuck, that's too long. Okay, being 80% plus attracted to the opposite sex, which would generally lead to reproduction.
Why does that have to lead to reproduction? Just opposite sex is enough.
Because generally, Darwinism is what literally the idea of being straight is linked back to Darwinism. Like, it's for reproduction. Sex is for reproduction generally. I mean, now of course it's a pleasure, but
so you're saying
but
you can be that aren't interested in reproducing, and then secondly, you're saying that you are saying there are no people who are beyond the 80%. Like attracted to the opposite sex? Like,
are we really using percentiles?
I'm just saying you literally use percentages in your definition.
He said at least. He said at least.
Okay, no, I give up. You're right. You got it. I'm sorry. You got it. I was wrong.
No. We can continue. That's why I use 2 sentences so we can break it down.
Okay. I got you. I think I understand what you're saying.
But no, well, I'll paraphrase. So I use sex as an example because at the end of the day, of course, you can use sex recreationally. That's fine. We all do it. I do it. Grandma do it. We don't want to talk about grandma doing, but she does. That's how all of us are here. But generally, the reason I said, because that's the actual purpose of it. It's to continue civilization as a whole. That is the core main from it. Until we restart, like, what is it?
Multi-purpose now, I mean.
Yeah, of course it's multi-purpose, but the core underlying purpose for it still exists. We can't ignore that. And we're all of us, because of how Darwinism, we've all grown up, like, it's built into us. Like, well, not all of us, but a good amount. Enough for us not to go extinct.
This is what I think. Yes, I know for a fact that 100% straight people exist because I am one of those people.
But I love you, Dream.
Being 100% straight does not mean you have never experimented. You have never done anything homosexual. That's not what 100% straight means. What? It is about your current feelings and current values.
Okay.
Like you doing something when you were 6 years old, 10 years old. To find out,
then there's barely any bisexual people. Hatim, my man Dream, there's barely any bisexual people then, right? Because if you are bisexual, but you're having one partner, right? And this is your focus and
wait, so
you heard what I said? I said feelings. You can be bisexual and feel.
No. Some bisexual people. No. I heard you. There's some people who have like you'll ask them like how attracted you are to, like, either gender, right? And people who can be attracted to both, right, can say, you know what, my feelings are completely in this direction or that direction. Like, you can talk to people, and some people say that, right?
What does that mean? In this direction or that?
Sorry. In this gender or that gender, right? That like, these are my romantic feelings.
But it's liable to change. Is that what they're saying?
All right.
Yeah, but you're saying it's in the moment.
You're saying we're all born again Christians.
No.
Okay. In that moment, they're saying it's liable to change, correct?
Yeah, but it hasn't.
Okay, so but that moment,
it's like a traffic light's liable to change, but it's green now.
I'm saying in that moment, their feeling of them being liable to change which gender they like is feeling enough for them to identify as bisexual. A 100% straight person, in that moment, they will tell you, "I will never like anyone else other than this gender opposite sex." That's how you know they're
until they do.
Straight. Comparison.
Or until they did.
And comparison. And which and until they do, then they're no longer 100% straight. That's the point. In comparison to a bisexual person, where in that moment they will tell you, I have wishy-washy feelings in terms of gender. I like both genders. At this point, this is what I'm focused on, but I do like both genders compared to only one gender for the rest of my life. Never change. That's the difference between 100% and bisexual. Very clear. Very
clear. You can have homosexual. You can have sex with men in prison, and then and love it. But then when you leave prison,
then you're not 100% straight.
And you're back with your woman, right? You're 100% straight.
You're not. You're like 99. but
no,
not
no. My current feelings now. No. In prison, I was all about
it depends.
that male booty.
It depends
right?
if you will like it again.
I was all
if it
about
happened
that
again.
male booty in prison. But no, here I'm all female.
I understand what you're saying.
But it depends how he would feel if it would happen again outside of prison.
No, that doesn't matter. No, that's your definition. Hold on a second. Your definition says that at this moment, I'm all about vaginas. Before, right? That booty. Oh, that male booty.
That booty.
It's not at this moment. It's not just at this moment. Like you're too harped on the at this moment.
You said.
I'm based on actions. I feel like that's the only thing that matters.
What I'm talking about is holistically at the moment how you feel. Like it's not just like what you're focused. It's not what you're focused on.
No, not my focus. Not my focus. I feel that I want vagina at this moment.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And 2 years ago when I was locked up in the clink, it was all about that booty hole. Right? That's what it was.
And so
that's
the question lies is what would happen if it were to happen again? Now, if you were telling me you wouldn't enjoy it if you were to have booty hole sex again, then I would believe you. Then I would believe you and say you're 100% straight. But if you're saying, I like vagina right now, and I would never ever have sex with booty hole ever again. That was my
example. Wait, let me use an example. Let me use an example. All right, ready?
Sex isn't exclusive.
Well, no, it isn't. But you know what he means. Okay, let's say example. Say I'm a lumberjack, right? I'm a lumberjack. I've been being a lumberjack for 10 years, cutting down trees. They exist. My suspenders on. You like that one guy on Instagram that all the girls like, just going, just doing all of that. My hair's a mess. All right, so I'm a lumberjack, right? And then tomorrow I decide, you know what? I want to save people from I want to start saving people. I want to be a fireman now. Does that negate the fact that I was previously a lumberjack and I have lumberjack experience and I can still be called a lumberjack?
Please, this is not sexuality. I'm really confused with what you're...
Look, I'm telling you, I'm breaking it down. This is it.
You're quitting actions.
Just what do you do if you who you have sex with? That's
sexuality is not about actions.
It's about 100%. That's the only thing.
You don't have no. It can't be.
Bam.
There are virgins. There are virgins.
They're asexual to me.
No, that doesn't. Come on. Okay, he's not actually genuinely engaging. You can tell by that statement. Never mind. I'm gonna let you have that. You're right. You got it.
You're not serious. Talk about.
He's not being serious. Don't
tell me I was asexual until I was 18.
Yeah, you was ace.
Come on,
you was ace, bro. Then you evolved.
I mean, I like girls. I like girls. No. That doesn't make me asexual.
No.
Come on, bro.
No. Guys, this is the message. The team got his dick wet. He's evolving as we speak. Right? Dun.
Exactly.
And he flashes.
Show this.
Straight in team.
Team evolved too homosexual.
Listen, just let you know, the best dating demographic in the world is actually 2 gay guys, apparently. Like the best one.
In terms of hilarious. What? And what? To what?
Give me a second. I think
nothing
financially.
Nothing can be better than pussy. I'm sorry.
I said financially.
It has nothing. Then I'm not looking in finance when it comes to relationships.
I think that's pretty normal for men, which I wish men would. I wish we do better about that.
We're not taught that way. As black men, we're not taught that way, ironically, which is horrible.
We're not.
I'm fine with my woman not making that much.
If anything, I feel like black people are more interested in.
I care about how you make me feel, like as a person. Like, are you funny? Do you have a good personality? Do you not get crazy? Like, that's really way more important.
No. What you're thinking is correct. What you're thinking, that's the correct. Like me, I listen, I'm making someone into a stay-at-home mom. Within the next 2-3 years, someone is becoming a stay-at-home mom. Some lady out there. I'm like, you lady, I don't have kids with you, but you just stay home. Do whatever you want. Does
she have a say?
Huh?
Does she have a say?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't she?
You sound very I don't know.
I assume he was saying it because when she comes, so they have more time to spend together. Like work schedules are hard to
balance. So we gotta get started.